Hi everyone. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy Saturday. Those of you living in London, how you enjoying the sun or at least south is I didn't check. Is this sunny? This this weird consistent amount of sunny weather hitting everybody in the south? Is it hitting the entire UK? I don't know. I've been having a great time. I did exercises in the garden today and I took my bike for a pretty decent bike ride. Someone like me, I love being in the sun. I get darker in the sun and I love it. I love the melanin popping. For those of you who don't know, if you've missed it, I'm using Korean skincare. Started using it almost a month ago, just about a month. Yeah, just about a month, just about February ending. I'm liking it, for someone like me that sits in the sun and doesn't care about getting burned or getting a lovely tan. I think it's a nice way to kind of like cool your skin down and, get your nutrients back and any damage that you've had from the sun on your face. And I'm somebody who cycles a lot, does a lot of physical activity in the sun. So, yeah, check on it. Like I said, I don't know what the demand will be, but I will do a quick video maybe talking about what I use for my skin and for my hair. Having a glass of chilled water and ice. I have low iron, so I drink a lot of water and ice. It's been a wonderful day. Now we've got a lot to go through quickly, guys. Like I said, I don't know. I really do not know what is going on with YouTube, guys. I don't know what else to say at this point. They accepted my appeal 3 weeks, almost 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. Although I'm not particularly sure what caused the problem in the first place. I think this coincided with the Sophie Chandoka situation. I was really happy and excited to go on that live. Then the next thing I know, I don't know what happened. I don't know what I pressed. The live was cancelled. The next thing I'm hearing is you've done something illegal on your live. And I'm like, what could I possibly have done? Did I mistakenly press something? I don't know. But I did appeal to them and they told me your appeal has been forgiven. Literally 48 hours after, but I still cannot go live. I'm going to test for like a few minutes on TikTok. I know many of you are not on TikTok, and I am sorry for putting you through this, but I'll try a few minutes tomorrow. I was going to do it tonight, but I'm thinking I don't know how I'm going to flit between TikTok and my notes. I don't have my laptop with me here, so I'll try it tomorrow afternoon, evening. If you guys are up for a Sunday live, I'll give my TikTok link. It won't be long, maybe a quick 30 minutes, just to kind of get the feel of it. It'd be nice to talk to some of you. It's been a while, and yeah, quite a lot. Well, today we're gonna go through some things. Just like yesterday was quite emotional. I'm still feeling quite emotional. I don't think I will stop feeling emotional about it, to be honest. Not until even when Harry gets his security back, he really shouldn't have had to go through that. I really am quite irritated that he's had to go through this. And I think the one thing that sticks out to me is even in the People article, he said there are celebrities that get Ravik protection. So it's baffling to me that the whole son of a prince of a king can't get that same protection. And it's also shocking that King Charles keeps on saying there's nothing he can do. Oh, please shut the we know there is. We know this is you just being spiteful, just like we know you being out of the country for your so-called 20th anniversary with your mistress, or for Prince William not being around in France. All coincides with the week that his son and his brother and their brother is going to be in the country. And I know they know this because according to Harry, he sends letters, they don't respond. He sends them messages, they don't answer him. He calls them, they don't respond. Disgusting people. I hope they know the more they do this, the more we hate them. I despise them because it's interesting that you try to hurt Harry, and Harry is the one trying to make peace. You're angry at him because he had a lawsuit against the press. Why shouldn't he have a lawsuit against the press? The press tried to ruin his life and is still harassing him and his wife. Why should he not have a lawsuit against the press? Just because you king and you future king have chosen to suck Murdoch's balls doesn't mean that Harry has to. The only person showing any real courage in that ridiculous family. But anyway, let me quickly address the follow on, because the British press continue to spread this narrative that, how can Harry be saying that he's not safe in the UK, but he's safe in Ukraine, he's safe in Nigeria, he's safe in Colombia. Now, anybody with common sense will look at this in a different way. Why is Harry given appropriate protection in a war-torn country like Ukraine, in a so-called dangerous place like Colombia and Nigeria? Why is he able to somehow finagle good security in these countries, but in his own home country, where he is the heir to where he is in line to the throne, he's literally having to spend millions of pounds going to court to get security just so that he can bring his children home, let them see their home country. That's disgusting, frankly. And I think it's, honestly, I can't move past it. It's really upsetting to me that he has to go through all this, and it's a real disgrace against his father and his brother. They keep dragging this out. People are going to start asking. People are asking questions. Ignore the press. People are genuinely wondering what is going on. But anyway, shout out to I Am Sage. This was a response to all the naysayers in the press questioning why Harry was asking for security when he has no qualms going to Ukraine and Colombia and Nigeria. Of course, I would have shown you the article, but everybody is monetizing these days, so I don't want to get a demonetization notice. So I'm going to read this excerpt from I Am Sage. So this is him responding via the mail to the ridiculous assertions from the press that he doesn't deserve security because he's able to go to what is considered to be more dangerous countries. Anyway, a source close to Harry claims the level of protection on his Ukrainian trip was superior to what he gets in the UK. I can believe that. They said he can go to Ukraine, a country with an active war zone, because he has a robust security detail, one that he does not have in his home country. Continues to be a disgrace. The source told the Mail the work does not stop because somewhere is dangerous. The responsibility is to have appropriate safety measures in place, which this visit did, similar to previous visits to Colombia and Nigeria in 2024. Whilst in the UK, the Duke receives no such support that some other countries provide. Harry left the UK secretly on Thursday, landing in Poland before receiving a police escort to the Ukrainian border. And note, let me just say this again. Let's drill that. Harry left UK, flew to Poland, took a security detail to the Ukrainian border, and nothing was leaked. Nobody said a word until it became public knowledge. Until Harry had left Ukraine. Let's think about that. Guys, let's have a realistic conversation. Is it possible for Harry to be in the UK and receive that type of security respect? In fact, the only time I've heard of him actually entering the UK and leaving, and nobody even knew he was here, was, I think he went to a family member's funeral last year. He was there. I don't think his brother was there, because I feel like if his brother knew he was there, Kensington Palace would have leaked that Harry was in the UK before Harry was ready to tell them. So I believe because William did not go, there was something in the press, that was some sort of fake information going around in the press that, Harry and William went to the funeral. I'm pretty sure William did not go. I'm pretty sure. For those of you who follow Harry and Meghan, you know exactly what I'm referring to. Let me not put it there before it breaks. And this is why they hate Harry, guys, because Harry continues to make the press look very, very stupid in every angle. Maureen was posting, and I'm going to react to Maureen. Maureen was saying that Harry was feeling did not attend his closest friend's wedding because of security concerns, and he was saying some nonsense. This is before he knew Harry went to Ukraine. So he had that his stupid show, Maureen and the Musketeers. He posted his article where he was where he said this rhetoric. But because they always have to backtrack, because they always receive something in the media almost 24, 48 hours after they post their lies, he was not trying to cover himself and say, well, please tell me how Harry can go to the Ukraine, but cannot attend a friend's wedding in Chelsea. Shut the F up, Maureen. Ridiculous people. And that's why I say, you guys that keep on listening to the British press, for those of you that come into my channel for the first time, let me summarize it all. Stop listening to the press. They know nothing about Harry and Meghan. Every time they say an insider told me, a source told me, you know it is utter and complete nonsense. Utter and complete nonsense. A source never tells them anything. I mean, you guys have watched Harry and Meghan's show. Do you believe any of those people will be talking to Richard Eden or Becky Bighead or Slapped Ass? I mean, come on now. Come on now. Right? So never believe anything from the press unless it comes out directly from the mouth of Harry and Meghan. And this brings me to this one. For those of you who don't know, this is the fourth vacation these two are going on. Now, people are saying it's the third. Now, it's the fourth. Now, I'll tell you why. January, they were on vacation. When Meghan's show was announced, they quickly went to go and find something for Kate to do, which coincided with the day Meghan's show was supposed to premiere, but because of the LA riots, that PR that Kate went to do at the cancer hospital, which is again a missed opportunity for Catherine to use her platform to actually raise awareness to the funding or the lack of funding and the poor response the NHS has on people who are struggling with cancer. People like us who live in the UK are struggling with the NHS. The NHS service is very poor now because of intentional lack of funding from a 15-year Tory run. People are struggling. They can barely get GP appointments. Imagine what impact Kate Middleton, I keep on saying this, imagine what impact Princess Catherine, as she calls herself, would have had if she had used her cancer scare to raise awareness, to lobby the MPs, to do something, guys, anything at all. Since Russell Myers keeps trying to convince us that there is something like a Kate effect for cancer, which we all know is utter and complete BS. But anyway, Kate has not done anything with the platform that she's been given, guys. Not one thing. But I'm very happy to report that after that non-activity in January, Kate and her husband took some much needed time going to a ski trip in January. In February, they were in Mustique, because that also came up at the time. I think that was around the time they had the Commonwealth was not, was it February? No, it was March. They went to Mustique. They didn't do anything in Mustique. I don't think these two worked. I think it was only William that we saw carrying that his empty. Oh yeah, sorry. They went to Wales in February. That was when William was carrying that his empty folder, and they were holding hands. Oh God, that was so cringy. Because it was literally after the Invictus, where Meghan and Harry were working purposefully in Canada with the Invictus Games. All of a sudden, Kate and her husband are holding hands. These two are ridiculous. They took a holiday then, a ski trip. Then in March, there was the Commonwealth. That thing, for those of you who watch my videos, I dragged Lorraine for that embarrassing coverage around your future queen and the Commonwealth. And I think, no, they took a holiday then, yes. This is the next holiday they are taking. This is their fourth holiday this year. And this coincides quite nicely with the half term, because in the UK we are having half term. So all of these holidays are taxpayer funded. It's nice to see that Kate has told us this year that she will be approaching work in a softly approach, but she has the energy to go skiing. For those of you who have never been skiing before, even if you're just standing and posing in your skis, these are quite heavy equipment to hold. Plus, from the gear to the shoes to the helmet to everything, you are wearing very heavy equipment. So it's baffling to me that somebody who is recovering from cancer, who is too weak to do any real work, she is right here being photoed about to do some, to, jump some heights, I guess. I don't know the terms you guys use. Jump some heights or cut some crazy, I don't know. Sorry, I'm trying to, I don't know the words to use. This is your queen, and nothing from the British media wondering. Amazing that these guys have gone on. Okay, let me follow the PR the PR spin of a of 3 holidays. Let's say they really have gone on 3 holidays. What work do they have that commensurates to those 3 holidays? Because these holidays are not being funded by them. The security, the private lodges they are staying, the press they bring with them, this is all funded by the taxpayer, your taxes. Some of you in the UK don't have enough money to run your heat. Some of you barely put your lights on. Some of you can barely afford to pay rent. But don't worry, be warm and be comforted while you're freezing in your flat, while you are sweating, wondering when your landlord will kick you out. I want you to hold it close to your heart that Kate and her husband and the 3 kids are using our taxes to go on at least 3 multi-million dollar or multi-million pound holidays. Be comforted in that knowledge, guys. I'm going to come to this beautiful thing from Meghan, but I want to talk about this holiday thing a bit more. Yes. So the people in France, this is them. Cut them right in it. See, William is wearing his sunglasses. This is his bony wife. They're having a gay old time in France, apparently. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Interesting that I'm very fascinated that nobody in the press is talking about the 3rd holiday in the year. Let's see. Oh, wow, Kate is doing well. This is her struggling in the snow. Struggling in the snow, guys. But she's softly getting back to work. Don't worry, I'm going somewhere with this. Bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. This is where I'm going. This is where I'm going, guys. Let's read this article. So, I think it's become very public knowledge that while Kate has been on at least 3 multi-million dollar vacations this year, in that same time period, her superior sister-in-law has released her lifestyle show, her brand, which her lifestyle show was supporting, has completely sold out and is in restocking stage, and we've just started her 8-week podcast. So this is all between January and April. Let us see because if you guys follow me, you know that Us Weekly appears to be the US arm of the royal family, I guess, because they always tend to give them articles to spread misinformation and lies about Princess Kate. So it's quite interesting that while Meghan has had all these achievements, and don't forget, Meghan is establishing herself not only as a founder but as a well-respected businesswoman, and her podcast is a good testament of her interacting with other businesswomen. And if you guys follow me or any other royal commentating channel, you will notice that whenever Meghan does something that is just wonderful and is well received, they quickly produce a poll out of their ass, usually YouGov, that says Kate is the most popular royal. I keep on telling people we don't know the sample size, we don't know who they queried, we don't know what questions were asked, but they keep on reminding us that Kate is the most popular royal in the UK and Meghan is the least popular. Okay. I want to just quickly add in that the numbers don't confirm this, because everything Meghan puts on her Shop My page is either sold out or about to be sold out. Meghan's brand sold out everything in an hour. I am yet to hear a similar type of sellout for Kate Middleton. All her clothes, since they say everybody loves and wants to wear Kate Middleton's clothes, it's interesting how none of her clothes are selling out anywhere. Because believe me, if they were, the British press would be here screaming at it so that all of us will know that Kate's clothes are selling out. But that's neither here nor there. Let's listen to let's listen to this. So apparently Kate isn't just sitting idly by as her turn to become queen draws closer. Oh no. In this week's Oscover story, royal experts break down how the Princess of Wales's role is expanding and what might set her reign apart. I'm very excited to read this, guys. How Kate Middleton is preparing to become queen. Okay. Right. On March 30th, Princess Kate shared a touching video on Instagram celebrating UK's Mothering Sunday. Over the past year, nature has been our sanctuary. Sorry, just to quickly interject. For those of you who remember last year when Kate released a Mothering Day picture, it was struck by AP and marked as a fake photo because it was photoshopped to their girls, and they said going forward they will no longer be relying on the Kensington Palace photos. They no longer trust its integrity. That was such a scandal. I was screaming in my house when I saw it, and it basically set off this hilarious week and a half or 2 week and a half of fake Kate's paparazzi photos, and basically the where is Kate's conspiracy theory just blew out of proportion. I have to say that was a time. Don't allow Becky Bighead to rewrite history. It wasn't Russian trolls. It was organic backlash. People were having a lot of fun at Princess Kate's expense, and it was hilarious. Right. Anyway, over the past year, nature has been our sanctuary. The mom of three wrote alongside a dreamy montage of flowers blooming, waves crashing, and gently placing her hands on the tree. I didn't even know her hands were featured because I didn't watch that nonsense. This Mother's Day, she added, let us celebrate Mother Nature and recognize how our bond with the natural world can help not only nurture our inner selves, but remind us too of the role we play within the rich tapestry of life. Actually, you know what? This kind of just confirms to me the fourth holiday, the holiday they took, because in March, if you recall, just before Meghan's show came out, they were bitching and complaining that how dare Meghan use the back of the head of her children on her as ever brand. I'm about to show you a video where you see all four of the royal kids be displayed publicly for attention and for clicks. Anyway, I believe that when she posted this, I didn't watch the video. She was probably on holiday because it wasn't sunny. So I don't know where that Mother Nature nonsense. The sun that we're having just started a week ago. So if she posted something, she most likely was not in the country. But that's neither here nor there. It's hard to believe it's been 1 year since Kate's British Mother's Day fiasco kicked off a chaotic chain of events that eventually led to her revealing her cancer diagnosis. Last March, the 43-year-old royal shared a photoshopped family portrait on social media, then publicly apologized and released a video announcing her illness a few days later. God, that was the time. After taking a break from royal appearances while undergoing treatment, Kate gradually began her re-emergence. Yes, I am rolling my eyes. And in January announced that she was in remission. Guys, am I misremembering? I could have sworn she said that she was in remission in September last year. I could have sworn. Just I don't want to have to dig in for this woman because I don't care enough. But I'm very sure she said something along the lines that her cancer was in remission in September last year. That's why she released that video of herself shagging her husband in the sand. That was the most upsetting thing I've seen in a very long time. I was cringing. I think we were all cringing at that fuckery. But well, yeah. Anyway. Since then, she's appeared happy and healthy at nearly a dozen. What? Nearly a dozen, which is probably code for 6 engagements, both with and without her husband, Prince William, including the annual Commonwealth Day Service one. Okay, I can see they're not listing out all the remaining dozen engagements she attended. Kate looked wonderful, says royal biographer Hugo Vickers after seeing her at the March 10 event. This is April, guys. And if you guys remember Hugo Vickers, he was the cuckoo for Cocoa Pop's Sun reporter that was given that that deranged review of Meghan's show. It was crazy. Probably one of the more crazy things I've ever heard that man say. And for those of you who are quite popular on this channel, you know that Hugo Vickers, because he's a psycho, is actually one of my favorites because you never know what nonsense he's going to say. It's like a lovely kinder surprise of delusion and nonsensory from him. So I always look forward to him. I don't see him on the Sun, but well, I don't follow the Sun much anymore. Kate's recovery and willingness to step up couldn't come at a more welcome time. On March 27, Buckingham Palace released a statement saying 76-year-old King Charles III and the racist that questioned how dark Archie's skin was going to be, announced his own cancer diagnosis in February 2024 had been briefly hospitalized due to side effects of his treatment. As the future Queen of England, Kate is all too aware she may be called to duty sooner than expected. In preparation, she's redefining her role as a working royal. I mean, guys, if she really does become the queen, I mean, I guess just sitting down at home and enjoying the perks of being a member of the royal family, the expensive the expensive palaces, you know, going on multi-million-dollar vacations on our dime and sending your kids to world-class education, that can't be enough. She has to pretend to work. So I look forward to what we can expect from Kate. Anyway, in redefining her role as a working royal who can juggle the commitments of the crown with family life, all while prioritizing her health. We mentioned it before that Kate was going to use this cancer as a way to always remind us why she does not work and she doesn't have any interest on working. Kate's return to royal duties has been careful and considered. I want to remind you all that Kate has been on her third vacation. We just saw her skiing. Anyway, has been careful and considered, reflecting her need to protect her well-being. Of course, it's Afua. I keep hoping that I will react to her for Hagan one day. I haven't seen her around, but I'm waiting for her. I'm going to drag this woman, don't worry. Her ability to manage this transition will set a precedent for how the royal family balances duty with personal well-being in the future, aka how a lazy woman who has decided to capitalize off what she says is pre-cancer treatment has now decided to find a way to hide her future shortcomings and lack of work behind this cancer. And I want to remind everybody, don't forget, at the beginning of this article, she said her cancer is in remission. Last year, she also said her cancer was in remission, which is why she was having sex with her husband on the beach with her kids. So I want you to bear that in mind as we read this article. For the mom of Prince George, Princess Charlotte, and Prince Louis, motherhood has long been the forefront of her identity. She often speaks of her children while chatting at events and has made early childhood education the primary focus of her work. I want to remind everybody, your future queen has been in the royal family as a married woman for over 13 years, almost 14 years. She set up the Early Years Foundation in 2022. So what we can summarize is, in the 11 plus years before 2022, Kate hasn't done anything. Kate does not have anything that we can say is a tangible outcome of her 11 years pre the early childhood. And I want to remind everybody, the only reason why she is clinging to this early childhood is because Meghan has started doing something. Because the more Meghan does something, it becomes very glaringly obvious that this woman doesn't do a thing. Let's continue. According to royal commentator Amanda Mata, the challenges of the past year have been reinforced. Her plans to fully center her family while maintaining a continued public presence. Oh, good, good. It's a more contemporary way of doing things within the monarchy. Whether it's school drop-offs or attending her kids' events, Kate's ability to blend hands-on parenting with her role reflects a more modern, relatable approach to royal life. Mata explains. William shares the same views, says Vickers. With the both of them, their young family comes first. Sometimes William has been criticized for that, but I see him very much a modern father as befits his generation, aka let's summarize this. Every time you see what they're telling you here is the reason you don't see William and Kate is because they are taking care of their kids. I would like to remind all of you that William and Kate are not upper middle class. They are 1% rich. They are our taxes are funding. They have multiple nannies. Multiple nannies that take care of those children. So am I to understand that because Kate and William are so hands-on, and the reason we don't see them is because they are so hands-on, these nannies don't exist? Because the average upper class person in this country probably can't afford a nanny. So either the wife or the husband needs to stay at home and take care of the kids, or they have family members. So I'm a bit confused. Are you now saying so? It's either two things. Either you are saying the reason Kate and William do not work is because they are too busy taking care of their family, which then begs the question: how about all the nannies and help they are getting? Or is the other thing, which is they consider taking care of their kids' work? Because that's the way they've written this to me. It seems like every time you see Kate going, and we rarely see her, by the way, going to drop her kids off her school, attending plays and other parental events at her children's school, she is working. Is that what Hugo Vickers is is trying to tell us? And for those of you who knows Hugo Vickers and his ridiculous commentary, are they sure this is the type of line they want us to tow along? Because I would drag it forever. I would drag it forever that the reason that William and Kate are saying they don't work is because they want to be home with their kids, which then begs the questions: what happens to the nannies that our taxes are paying for? Okay. Since Kate's cancer revelation, the family have been engaging in more PDA. What the fuck? Excuse me, sorry. What? What is this? Another sign they are ditching outdated royal customs. Are you seeing this shit? They've become more openly affectionate, sharing moments like Valentine's Day photo of them kissing and a family video of them canoodling, says Mata. Noting the intimate moment suggests a renewed honeymoon phase reflective of their deepening connection. So why did William hire Princess Diana's divorce lawyers? Ooh, anyway. Anyway, I'll keep quiet. Queenly duties. Kate's role will undoubtedly expand in the lead up to her ascension. She'll take on more public engagements alongside William, representing the monarchy at state visits, charitable endeavors, and major national events, says Hagan. Despite. Guys, excuse me. Despite additions to her daily diary, her fundamental approach is unlikely to change dramatically. Again, guys, do you see this shit? Shares matter, adding that Kate has been laying the groundwork for a steady, impact-focused style of royal service by patronizing long-term projects like Royal Foundation Center for Early Childhood over quick one-offs. What? Echoes Vicar. Kate will focus on causes that interest her rather than too many general things. Oh Lord. Anyway, once Kate becomes queen, she will have her work cut out for her. Kate will play a crucial role in shaping the monarchy's relationship with the public at a time when discussions about the relevance of the family are ongoing, noting that one of her biggest challenges will be navigating the balance between tradition and modernity. Kate needs to help shape a royal family that remains connected to the public while uploading the traditions that define it. Mata predicts Kate will be a mix of her predecessors, the late Princess Diana and Queen Camilla. She combines Diana's spark, what, and relatability with Camilla's more thoughtful, intentional presence. Huh? Adding that Diana, who passed away at 97 in 97 at 36, was a trailblazer who reshaped the public's view of the monarchy with her emotional openness. Camilla, 77, the king's mistress, who stressed and bullied a teenage Diana and wrecked her marriage, takes a more supportive role while focusing on her charity work outside of the spotlight. Kate adds matter falls somewhere between the two. Kate, keenly aware of striking a balance, according to Nerman, CEO and founder of global PR from Redefining. What? Who is this person? Public opinion is the real power behind the crown, and the princess knows it. She kept her approval high by keeping things tightly controlled with minimal access and maximum polish. Neiman tells you Us Weekly. Kate currently ranks as the most popular member of the royal family. Don't forget, guys, they keep on saying this. More recently, adds Neiman, she's shifted towards softer visibility, sharing her own photos and family moments while staying out of the fray, showing she has clear commitment to build personal connection without sacrificing composure. For now, she's taking things slow. Oh my God. Royal expert Richard Fitzwilliams says there's no word yet on whether Kate plans to travel abroad for work anytime soon. William recently embarrassed himself in Estonia for a 2-day trip. The pair reportedly took a family vacation on the ultra private island of Mustique. Royal watchers are hoping to see her attend the annual Easter service at St. George's Chapel on April 20, and she and William will celebrate Louis' 7th birthday on April 23rd. The couple will also mark their 14th anniversary in April 29th. Beloved before her health crisis, Kate's recent ordeal has endeared her to the public even more and proved beyond a shadow of doubt she can bear the weight of the crown. What? Kate has already shown she has dedication and strength to take on this role with confidence and purpose, says Hagan. Her journey from university student to young royal bride to a respected stateswoman, what? Has been carefully crafted, and she will likely continue to grow into one of the most influential consorts in modern history. Okay. First of all, this article was way longer than I thought it was going to be, and I must apologize for that, guys. I was ready to kind of go off on it. And the reason I'm scratching my nose is I have my mask, and my mask is beginning to dry on my face, so bear with me. That was all complete and utter BS. But I think the magnus opus of this mess was saying that Kate was a mix of Diana and Camilla. The audacity. The utter and complete audacity. She is nothing like Diana. She's everything like Camilla, though. Lazy. So I'll give them that. And it's interesting how the people that are speaking for Kate are Vickers, who's a psycho, Fitzwilliams, who was humiliated when that prank was played, when they hired a bunch of royal experts to give commentary on an interview that had not aired yet. That was the Oprah, Meghan and Harry interview. And Afua Hagan. Afua Hagan is a Ghanaian woman who talks out of both sides of her mouth. You can never. She would say whatever BS you want her to say, depending on which audience she's speaking to. I hate that woman, and I will drag her. Trust. So that was a waste of that was an utter and complete waste of our time, full of inaccuracies, lies, and BS. They keep on publishing articles about Kate and never tell us exactly what she is doing. So I guess what we can now summarize and we can confirm, we will not be seeing Kate because Kate is going to cling to that cancer thing forever and ever. One. Two, Kate being a state woman is even somehow more laughable than her husband being one. And three, Kate is the most popular. Kate is let me see what they've said she's going to be. She's going to be one of the best queens, monarchs of our time. Okay, I look forward to that. I look forward to that, guys. And for those of you who have forgotten, Kate Middleton, Princess Kate, was one of the people in the royal family questioning the skin color of Archie. Archie is going to know that his daughter, the future queen, was wondering if he was too dark or if he was going to be too dark. That is what Kate is going to bring to the table, guys. Royal racist Kate. Anyway, I don't have anything more to say. Let me go back to let me go back to what I was going to say. Now, again, guys, as always, moments. Oh, sorry, I was going to go to moments of joy, but there's a reason I reposted this. I wanted you guys, to the people that are saying that Meghan is exploiting her children, and I have an article on that actually, which I'm going to quickly, because I don't want you guys to think that we are making this up. We're not. And of which, Ralph, fine, you're looking hot. Okay. Yes, I think we've seen this before. I brought the article from Matt Wilkinson, where he was saying that Harry is not comfortable with his kids. Oh, there it is. Harry is not comfortable with his kids being on social media. Let me go to Meghan first, and let's address this, because a video just came out today and I want to address this. This is April 7th. Wilkinson, Prince Harry probably not overly happy that the kids are on Instagram. Okay, I'm going to take it directly from the article. Prince Harry is allegedly not overly happy with his wife, Meghan Sussex, using their kids to promote her brand as ever. She isn't. Matt Wilkinson, a royal editor at The Sun, claimed the Duke and Duchess of Sussex are not aligned when it comes to sharing photos of their children. I want to remind all of you, there is no way Matt Wilkinson will know this, because he doesn't know anybody in Harry's camp. My understanding of this is that up to a certain stage, Harry would rather his kids not be seen. Wilkinson said on Friday's episode of a Right Royal podcast he doesn't want them to be photographed. Williamson added he got this idea that if he takes them outside Montecito, that there is a horde of us out there trying to take photos of his kids, which is a very stupid thing to say, because I think we have seen on multiple occasions Meghan and Harry have taken their kids on vacation. Meghan and Harry have traveled with their children, and they've taken their kids on activities outside Montecito. They've just done it in a way so that you clowns can't get access to their kids. And that's what's frustrating you. Anyway, on the flip side, the journalist claimed Meghan grew up in California. She once said she would like to have a more California lifestyle, take them down to the beach, go out, do stuff. She doesn't want to hide them away. Although Wilkinson noted that Sussex doesn't show her kids' faces, he claimed she was using them to display her brand as a mother and homemaker. Harry is probably not overly happy. From page 6, he's got... Okay, wait, no. I'm not even going to waste my time with that. Right. I bring up this article. I'm not going to read all of Celeb Bitchy, and I'll tell you why. To me, Celeb Bitchy plays both sides. That's why I don't like this character. But because, again, nowadays it's getting hard to show these articles without getting demonetized, I have to be careful. But I bring this up to say, let me show you guys something for those of you who may have missed it. Okay. This is from a few hours ago, from this morning, from Meghan's Instagram.
Thank you.
So this is not the full video. You can see two children's hands in there, and you can see it's most likely Lily cutting that pastry cake, I don't know, and handing it to Harry.
Thank you.
Let me play it again.
Thank you.
So we can hear Harry in the video. They're having breakfast. It looks lovely. It looks cute. So let me come back to Matt Wilkinson, who doesn't know anything about Harry or Meghan, who went on a podcast to give his opinion on something he knows nothing about, as the British press love to do. On one mouth, you're saying that Harry is not happy to have Harry and Meghan, have his children being used to promote as ever. or anything, or on Instagram. But here is Harry receiving a gift, sorry, receiving something from his daughter in Meghan's Instagram. We've also seen Harry in Meghan's Instagram when she was baking cookies for Drew Barrymore's show. We've also heard from Harry when Meghan was writing 2025 in the sand. So, again, I ask this question. Where are you coming up with the BS that Harry has a problem with the mother of his children posting carefully, very careful photos of their kids? And they're not even posting videos of their kids. You barely even hear their voices. You don't really hear them talk. That's how much they are paranoid about their children's safety. You see what I tell you guys, that these people don't have any insider, and it pisses them off. They don't have any insider information, because every time they say something, every single time they say something, it is debunked literally the next day. But yet you can't keep a loser down, because they literally don't have any other way to make money. They have to lie. So they don't mind being made to look stupid time and time and time again, as long as they get clicks. Harry and Meghan left 5 years ago. They are living their own life. These people are talking about this couple every single day. And let me also address the hypocrisy of Mark Wilkinson's comment. Let's look at this. This is what I was saving this for. People that are complaining about Meghan exploiting her kids. Shout out to Lincoln. Look at this. But they have no problems with this. George, Charlotte, Louis. I'm sure these kids don't really understand. There's no way they can understand, really, what this means and what this is going, and how this is going to affect them as adults. See? See? Here they are exploiting their kids for attention. See? Do you see this, guys? Does this look in any way, shape, or form like what Meghan is doing with Lilibet and Archie? Using the kids for attention, using the kids for press? What is this? I want to say it again, that every parent, look, these are your children. You have every right to do with them what you will. I apply the same rule about how they handle royal kids with the way people use kids on social media. If these kids are not old enough to understand the implication of continuously being in front of a camera, if they don't understand how this is going to impact them, which many of them won't, they won't. There's no how. Even the most intelligent child in the world will never understand this until they are old enough. I think this is highly inappropriate. I think the continuous use of royal children, any child really, for engagement or for attention, when they really don't understand what is going on, they don't understand it, is inappropriate. Sorry. For those of you that have family channels, I think you showing your children's faces is highly inappropriate. They're not old enough to give you that consent. Sorry, fight me. So it's very interesting how the British press keep on bringing this up. That how dare she use the back of her children's heads. And for those of you that are still doubting it, this is what Meghan looks like. See. This is it. Can you see Archie? Archie is a red-headed white kid. Lilibet is a red-headed white kid. There are millions of them all over the world. You couldn't pick them up. You couldn't pick them out of a lineup. This kid, this is 6. This is 4. I think I can't remember. This is what you do when you want to protect your children. By the ages of 6 and 4, we knew what all of the Wales's children looked like. So it's interesting, and I kind of can't help but call out the hypocrisy. William and Kate use the excuse of wanting to protect their young family, but they have no qualms using them for press. They use that excuse as a reason for them not working, but they have no qualms exposing their children to public scrutiny in the press. So much so that people have started saying that Charlotte is going to be a young Anne. The fuck? Do you think that's fair pressure to put on a child? Or saying, oh, Louis is going to be the wild one. How do you know? Again, you have already started placing these kids in the category that the press is going to start harassing them with. Watch it. Watch it. They will soon start harassing Louis, calling him the rebel of the family. They will soon start harassing Charlotte, calling her the Princess Anne. They will soon start harassing George. Oh, George is going to be future king. Watch it happen. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say, guys, about this whole mess. I've already shown you the video, but I'll play it again of the Sussexes having their lovely family morning.
Thank you.
Oh, that's so cute. So cute. So, yeah, guys. I mean, sorry, it was all very mishmashy today. I had to get it out of my head because I couldn't believe the hypocrisy. I guess the best way we can summarize this stuff is, as I always say, for those of you that are new to this whole thing, if you're fans of Meghan, wait to hear from Meghan or her spokespeople. You will always know when it's from Meghan directly. If the same thing for Harry, don't trust the British press. They are liars. The hypocrisy of the British press continues to be outstanding. The way they report Kate, they all recognize that she's lazy and she doesn't add anything of value. Instead of them to start giving her advice so she can turn it around, they are trying to build this ecosystem of bullshittery around her laziness and her lack of achievements, which is interesting. I'm going to watch them as they continue to struggle to lie to people who are about to get into a painful recession. That it's perfectly okay that the future queen who with her husband eats £50 million a year, doesn't do anything, doesn't contribute anything, is softly, but she still has time to go on 4 multi-million-dollar holidays in a space of 1 quarter. I'm just curious to see how long this BS is going to last for. And yeah, guys, again, really sorry we can't go live. It really does pain me that we can't go live on YouTube. I'm going to try something out on TikTok. Let me know if you'd like to join. I'll send you the link and we can try and meet up there until I resolve whatever the hell this is with YouTube. As far as I'm concerned, I've done everything they've asked me to. I don't know what else I can do. And please continue to like, engage with my content, share. Let's build the community. And I love hearing from you all. Take care.